The Devil's Prisoner. In a small, quiet town nestled amongst the gloomy forests, there lived a young girl named Catherine. She was known for her kindness and generosity and had a great relationship with her family and friends. But everything changed the moment she jokingly took part in an ancient ritual that she thought was just an old legend. In the evening, when the sun set behind the horizon and the night darkness enveloped the town, Catherine, along with a few friends, went to an abandoned cemetery. The girls found an ancient book with sealed rituals and decided to perform one for fun. They read the text aloud and didn't even notice that the words were written in a strange language they couldn't understand. The next day, Catherine began to notice strange things. Objects were disappearing in her house, and at night she heard rustles and footsteps, even though there were no living things in the house. Friends and family tried to calm her down, writing it all off as overwork and stress. Soon, however, Catherine began to feel that something had changed in herself. Her mood became volatile, and often she became irritable. Her eyes began to glow with a strange, unhealthy luster, and her skin took on a pale, almost deadly hue. At night she would wake up feeling an unknown presence in her room, and would sometimes find herself in strange places she didn't remember leaving. As time went on, her behavior became increasingly strange. She stopped socializing with friends, avoided them, and spent her time in solitude. It was said that she would sometimes whisper in an unknown language and do creepy, eerie things, such as placing candles in the shape of complex symbols around the house and spending time looking at them with a blank, wild stare. Catherine became isolated and dangerous. Her former friends and family noticed that her eyes no longer reflected light and her voice became cold and inhuman. Locals began whispering that she was possessed by evil, and many were afraid to even go near her home. One night, when the moon was at its fullest, horrible screams were heard coming from her house. The locals gathered in front of the house, but the doors were locked. When they were finally able to break in, they found Catherine standing in the center of the room, surrounded by burned candles and bloody signs on the walls. She was in a complete trance and barely reacted to their presence. Paranormal experts who arrived on the scene stated that Catherine was possessed by a demon. They attempted to perform an exorcism but were unsuccessful. Eventually, when they were unable to exorcise the demon, Catherine disappeared. No one knows where she disappeared to, and her whereabouts remain a mystery. Some say that Catherine still wanders the dark woods around the town, and her spirit tempts those who dare to disturb the peace of the cemetery. Others believe she became a vessel for the demon and now serves as his tool. But regardless of the true state of affairs, the townsfolk still remember Catherine's story as a warning of the dangers of playing with forces that should not be understood or controlled.